Hey guys, my name is Braden, this is Brian, and we are co-founders of the Criterion Fund. We're going to bring you the top 5 reasons to invest in commercial real estate. Brian, what's number 1?
All right, number 1 is cash flow. So cash flow is obtained when you take our lease payments that we get and then deduct the expenses for the property. And then what's left over is typically what we distribute to you guys.
Every single quarter in cash. Number 2 is leverage. We typically buy investments or properties that are producing 10, 12, 13, 14, 15% cash on cash returns. So we're able to leverage that with the bank, and we're able to borrow 75, 80, even up to 85% of the purchase price at 4% annually. Way cheaper than equity, allowing us to keep the difference and send it out to you guys, our investors. What's number 3?
Okay, number 3 is accelerated depreciation. So the government allows us to take a tax deduction, and so we can depreciate over the life of the property. And this allows us to hide most of the income so that you don't have to pay income taxes on the income at the beginning of the ownership of the property.
It's really cool how we do that. We actually do cost segregation studies. So they go in and study the property. Typically it's all 37.5-year property. We're able to front load the depreciation to where the first 5 years we're getting the majority of the losses. There's some cool tax benefits to accelerated depreciation too. We're gonna hit that on number 5. Anyway, number 4, appreciation. You're not only depreciating the property, but the property is appreciating kind of by itself. So it's increasing in value through general inflation and property improvements, but also the rental revenue. So we're buying the properties on a multiple of cash flow. So the more we can increase profitability or cash flow, the more the value of that property increases as well. Number 5.
Number 5 is
tax benefits.
More tax benefits. So in addition to what we mentioned before, you also get a step-up basis. So whenever the original owner of the property dies, then the property is then passed down to the descendants as fair market value. So instead of being taxed at the original value that the original investor bought it at, now there's a step-up basis to the fair market value. And so that means that when it does come time to sell, that the difference between the selling price and the fair market value that you inherited it at will be much less, and so the long-term capital gains will be less.
Long-term capital gains and depreciation recapture are also capped at a significantly lower tax bracket or tax rate than most people are at. A lot of high W-2 earners can really use the tax advantages of investing in commercial real estate because they're able to offset all of their passive income with passive losses generated from the commercial real estate. Anyway guys, that's the top 5 reasons to invest in commercial real estate from Brian and Braden's point of view at the Criterion Fund. If you're interested in investing with us, hit the link above to join our exclusive investor list. Our investment opportunities are only sent out to this list. Join while you can. Thanks guys.
Thanks.